1962 FIFA World Cup in Chile. It was a much smaller event in those days. Just 57 countries entered, just 16 qualified. One of those 16, making its debut in the finals, was Colombia. Coll was a key midfielder.
Nosotros tuvimos un entrenador.
We had an Argentinian coach called Adolfo Pedernera. He was a coach with amazing abilities, with a magnificent football intelligence, and he was the one that truly brought us together and helped us to do well in the qualifiers. He made us put all our heart and strength into achieving our goals.
Colombia were drawn alongside Uruguay, the Soviet Union and Yugoslavia, three teams with far more experience in major competitions. All their matches were played in the northern city of Arica, up near the Peruvian border.
I'd always wanted to perform at a top professional level, and in the sense that I'd been given the opportunity to take part in a World Cup, I now had to make the most of it. Even though I was young, I was always a player who talked to the rest of the team, encouraged them, told them we can do it, and things like that.
Colombia's first match was against South American rivals Uruguay. They went a goal up early on, but eventually succumbed to a 2-1 defeat.
Uruguayan football has, of course, always been known for being strong. They're known for fighting hard and all the rest. We began the game playing football the way it should be played. But then, two of our best players suffered serious injuries, and that was that.
Next up was the Soviet Union. The Russians raced into an early lead, and midway through the first half they were 4-1 ahead when Colombia won a corner on the left. Coll took it, and Lev Yashin took up his place on the Soviet goal line.
There was a huge roar because I'd scored a goal against the man who was the best goalkeeper in the world at the time. Everyone was excited because I'd scored an Olympic goal, direct from the corner. It was a big incentive for my country, Colombia. It really was madness.
To this day, it's the only goal scored direct from a corner in FIFA World Cup history, and it prompted a memorable comeback that saw Colombia draw 4-4 and collect their first ever point in the tournament.
It was fantastic, because the Russians had arrived in Chile as strong candidates to win the World Cup. They arrived with a reputation for having the best goalkeeper in the world, and for having a good chance to win the title, while we were a country that was completely unknown to the football world.
But that was the high point. Colombia's final match against Yugoslavia ended in a heavy defeat, and it was nearly 30 years until they qualified again.
Colombia is famous across South America and the world these days, thanks to the football played by the Colombian national team. But nobody knew us in our day. I'd say this was a very important step for the sport here. It made us proud, and it meant Colombia became known to the whole world.